Hello, hello. Welcome to the patch you have all been waiting for. We are going to take a first look at the Untold Naraka patch right now. Yep. Is that the lean memory? It is. One of the many nice rewards that come with this patch. In 7 days we get 9S, and in 14 days we get 9S skin for free, which is very nice. That's a really nice artwork. It's a little over a month, so you have enough time to save PC if you're not prepared for the patch yet. We of course get the maintenance compensation, which is very helpful. And they should already be available in the list. There they are. Looking amazing, just like they should. 2B is the only one you need to pull for, so not too much to worry about. But they are not available yet. I assume you may be able to pull for A2 and 9S starting tomorrow, but I'm not sure. I only assume that. But 2B will take a little longer. Also, they completely redesigned this, so I'm a little confused actually. This looks a lot nicer now. So, what do we have here? Nice little intro sequence. Yeah, 41 days, it says. This is the farm stage, where you'll do most of your stuff. Where's the shop? Oh, it's right here. Unlimited? No, A2 is not in here yet, but she should appear in here, so you can farm her shards in that farming stage I just showed you. And this is an importing tutorial. Pot skills. Oh, these are actually the pot skills from Automata. Nice. Let's just jump in here and see what happens. What is the meaning of life? That isn't a topic we should be discussing, right? After all, You're right, we don't have any semblance of life to discuss. We are exceptions, abandoned, defects. We are left behind, interdependent, confused. We can't help but begin to question the meaning of life. We can't help but begin to question the purpose of living. But we do not truly live. We've never died. We cannot be classified as living. We cannot be classified as dead. What are we? What do we desire? Why didn't we choose the path that defects should choose? We just need to take that step. Just abandon any confusion that gives us hesitation. But why haven't we abandoned it? Why haven't we chosen to be like other defects? The desire to live. The desire to find meaning. Even if we have nothing, we still fight to hold on to something. If someone would walk past us, if someone would give us an answer, all we can do is give up. All we can do is falter. Yet here we are. Here we are, and here's your coffee. Man-holding, black. Alright, thanks. Hassan takes the warm mug from Silica. How is archiving the material, the ones we can't release yet? Everything is going according to schedule. We should be able to finish on time. Be sure to keep this a secret. You don't have to tell me twice. Speaking of which, the bridge is awfully quiet today. That's because it's Sunday. Sunday! Even though I know the work involving these files cannot be done on a workday. Thanks for your work. It's fine. At least I'm getting paid overtime. That smug look on your face. Not to mention, if these materials aren't handled properly, it will endanger the position of sending out the task force to perform landing operations, I know. So if I have to work overtime, then I better do it right. Returning to the terminal, Celica continues to sort out the data and files to be archived. File... what is that? 990,134. Dr. White's report on construct mind deviation from inver-device experiment. File 980,592. Report on Camus mind stability after modification. File whatever that number is. Report on the VEAA's recycling of X51 facilities. Should I classify these 14 files with intermediate priority, Mr. President? What is an X facility? He doesn't know that? That sounds problematic. Give me a sec while I check the facility naming system. Huh? Why does it stop at L? See, that's what I remember. We don't have any designations after L. That could be a problem. Send the file to my terminal so I can have a look at it. Understood. Receiving the receipt notification, Hassan selects Receive and Play on the terminal. Testing, testing. Is this recording? Oh, is that 9S? The screen shakes for a moment as if someone is shaking the camera. A moment later, the picture becomes clear again. This is Babylonia VEAA Ground Survey Team 2. ID, what was it again? That Alan always asking us to record by the books. Forget it, to hell with him. Anyway, this huge discovery made is what really matters. The construct reaches for the camera lens, turning it into a nearby cave. This place is marked as property of the world government, but it doesn't show up on any list of assets. If this is where someone stashed their private collection, I can't just let precious works of art collect dust in the cellar. Sure. As the construct excitement mounts, the camera slightly shakes again. Well then, the plan is to complete preparations for exploring the facility, codenamed X51, within 36 hours. The image suddenly cuts out. Interesting. What happened after that 36 hours? The operation was halted, and Team 2 was evacuated with a 30% casualty rate. So it wasn't just a stash of, With that many casualties, some things must have been done to suppress the news. Correct. So following the rules at that time, all members of the team underwent a level 2 memory wipe to remove any memory of the mission. Does that rule still exist? You abolished it after that. Seems like you've forgotten. That must have been a part of several inhumane and meaningless regulations toward constructs I abolished to suppress the Corona and all factions in Parliament that were detrimental to Earth's recovery. I see. After all, this is what they deserve. I guess I forgot. Anyways, what happened after that? The entrance to Facility X51 was destroyed by a remote-controlled bomb as part of a backup plan. Then everyone was evacuated via a transport craft. I'm guessing there's more to the story. Looks like the issue still hasn't been resolved. I found a surveillance record marked trivial by the intelligence agency. Celica reaches out and clicks on Hassan's terminal, playing an audio file. An unintelligible sob. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Its tone a mix of male and female. Its voice indistinguishable between a human or machine can be heard in the recording. Sapien, wake up, my dear Sapien. It's time. Time to wake up. Time to take back our home. What's this? Various recordings from an unknown source. The sound signatures belong to multiple human and bionic vocal cords. Whose? The owners of the voice are either classified deceased or reported missing before the post-pandemic age. Sounds like it came straight out of a horror movie from the Golden Age, but it did happen. Then a nearby surveillance team brought this back. Celica taps another record on the terminal. Codename Sapien, I am not reading that number. Ah, the pain. The pain! We are forced to this position by our own creation. Is this what a machine is? It knows no satisfaction, no exhaustion, no mercy, no sympathy. Ah, Sapien's road, it ends here. Ah, how sad, how painful. However, we have created children who may surpass us. However, we have left something in the depths of this earth, in its mechanical brain. Is the earth mechanical now? Ah, what joy, what delight. We will live forever. What's this? Hessen is just completely clueless. It's unclear. We can only guess that Sapien here refers to the same meaning, to the same things that Sapien in the record. Maybe it's a concept, maybe a name, maybe... Hey wait, isn't that... You mean the mole people? Even for a joke from science fiction, it's still too old. I didn't think you would know about it. The VGAA has been showing films from the Golden Age. I just realized... I should have read it as WGAA. I'm sorry. My mistake. So what did you see? A 132-minute black and white silent film. The only things I remember are the villain with the face of a fly and a pig's head strung on a stick. Let's get back to the matter at hand. Is it possible to reopen the excavation of this facility? You mean... Isn't that what you're thinking now? Indeed. Let's take this opportunity to send down a task force to impress the others in Parliament. Sure. If I remember correctly, you've been racking your brain over them for quite some time. I better let you decide for yourself. I'll get you a new cup of coffee. Celica picks up the coffee cup and leaves the bridge. Hessen buries himself in the seat and hesitates for a moment before reaching out to dial the internal comms. Please gather the Grey Ravens in the conference room. 15 minutes later. Lucia of Grey Raven reporting for duty. Lee of Grey Raven reporting for duty. Liv of Grey Raven reporting for duty. Grey Raven Commandant reporting for duty. At ease. Normally, Commander Nicola would be addressing you, but these are special circumstances. I hope you can understand. Yes, sir. Which of you knows more about the world government's facilities before Operation Arcadia? I do. Do you know what it means when a facility starts with the designation X? Yes, those are undefined, confidential facilities. They don't adhere to standard designations due to their inherent nature. Is that our objective? Smart as always. Corona suffered a great loss with your departure. Your mission objective is Facility X51. Once you have secured the facility, light a red signal flare. This is a search and recon mission, but there are no rules of engagement. As such, your team leader, Lucia, has been issued an experimental advanced frame. To put it simply, you can be up against anything. Am I clear? Yes, sir. Everything else is in the debriefing. Prepare for departure. Roger. Preparing airdrop. Altitude 30,000 meters. Preparing airdrop. Altitude 29,994 meters. Airdrop preparation completed. Disengaging hook. May gravity and hope guide you. Does the AI actually say that? Suddenly the four of you become weightless, and your feet no longer touch the cabin floor. Had it not been for the buckles firmly fastened to your upper torso, the four of you would have knocked your heads against the ceiling. 26,407 meters. Hug disengagement confirmed. Beginning the final... What? I didn't read that, I'm sorry. Mission location, Facility X51, one of the possible locations of Area 51 in the Golden Age. Yeah, sure. 21,993 meters. Any information on the purpose of X-51 and its personnel has been lost. We only know that it was not involved during Operation Arcadia or any subsequent asset cataloging. In other words, this facility had fallen off the world government's radar long before the post-pandemic age. 18,402 meters. We sent a survey team when we first discovered this facility, but there was a setback that resulted in 30% casualty rate. 13,336 meters. My god, I can't read numbers. So we need a task force to uncover what happened and assess whether the facility holds any value for further exploration. If any corrupted stand in your way, eliminate them. If they are humans, attempt to communicate. 9,223 meters. Engaging reverse thrusters for preliminary deceleration. The last survey team barely scratched the surface, so we have no idea what the situation is like within this facility. Please be prepared for all possibilities. 6,507 meters. One last thing. I wish you a safe landing. We have tried our best to ensure the safety of the airdrop, but there is a 1.73% chance of failure. Babylonia, over and out. 2,047 meters. Engaging reverse thrusters for secondary deceleration. Brace yourself for impact. 1,209 meters. 874 meters. 503 meters. Deploying landing cushion. 263 meters. 41 meters. Engaging status controls. 20 meter. 11,420. Landing cushion has established contact. Momentum has ceased. Passengers may open the airlock and they exit the cabin. Phew. Let's go. Understood. Let's get going. Raven, begin mission. I am actually curious what that mission is going to be now. Here we have the nice new loading screen. I honestly didn't expect that story part to be so long, and I'm still not even sure what we are really doing here, but... I guess we'll see. According to coordinates, whatever, be careful, they're corrupted nearby. This place doesn't look like an industrial or residential area. No idea, but we better get rid of them. I can't read that fast, I'm so sorry. Tap to use pod skills, so... Wee, cute. That pod just keeps firing, I don't even need to do anything. There's something nearby. Better search with caution. Collect clues. All I see are rubble and debris. Nothing here. You hear a strange voice. There are sounds and motion signals from the cave's entrance. Oh! These surely look like a mix between Corrupted and the robots from Automata. Defect. Where does Corrupted coming after them? Defeat the muttering mechanite, okay. Unlock the cave entrance. How strange that I kept mumbling something about defect. Let's move toward where I came from. Is that a door? Looks like it. Whoops. There's a huge area behind the door, so So this may probably be the entrance to the facility. Let's keep going then. Interesting. What are those machines? They don't look like any standard military hardware or logs. I remember reading about some factions producing or modifying combat mechanoids before constructs were developed to fight against the world government's forces. Perhaps, but these appear to predate that. They even use non-spherical joints for locomotion. The AI's design is also primitive. It's still based on infinite state core logic. I recall that in the early post-pandemic age, machine constructed based on the combination of variable joints with negative spherical bearings and artificial musculature had made every other design obsolete. In other words, this type of mechanoid was designed toward the end of the Golden Age. You mean to say this facility is like a museum for mechanoid designs during the Golden Age? Why would someone bury it underground and attempt to hide it as an X-class facility? Standing here thinking isn't going to give us any answers. We won't know until we go inside. You're right. Let's get going.
我は起源なり終焉なり我は最低者なりすべてなり我は聡明な狐なり獰猛な獅子なり我は我が父を葬り我が父の城を築く我は鮮血と天空の野獣を放ち父を大地に戻すため我は勝者に冠を授けるしかしここに勝者はいない前回もその前も毎回我は父の城を破壊しそして父の城を築く毎回我は鮮血と天空の野獣を放ち勝者に冠を授ける
Wait a second. Did you hear something? Is something wrong? I didn't hear anything. Same here. I just did an enhanced scan within a 300-meter area. But I didn't find anything. However, considering that this Inver device has been specially enhanced, we can't rule out any potential digital noise leaked from poor signal blocking. But I've never heard anything like this before. Not to mention I could definitely discern a message. Champion, blood, beast, sealed in heaven. What does that mean? Even meaningless noise can occasionally form coherent sentences. Let's continue onward. Science and technology make us far more perceptive than humans. But we should also accept the fact that some meaningless information has never been useful and still won't be in the future. Right. But this indicates that Liv's radar is much more powerful than ours. Let's keep going, everyone. Roger that. The four of you walk toward the entrance of the facility hidden within a cave. Future is the void. We don't need a tyrant. No leader, no tyranny. We need a leader. Leader. No leader, no tyranny. Oh my god, two factions fighting against each other. Peculiar mechanites gather in a deserted street just as rampant and meaningless argument breaks out. Death to reason, all of you. We need war. God. To the death. The mechanites raise their blades and steel fists at their opposition. There's no banging of raw drums. There are no battle cries. There are no signs of the signature gunfire in modern wars. There is no futuristic laser akin to the sci-fi stories of the Golden Age. But there is, in fact, war. A war between mechanoids. Blades run steel. Fists cross circuits. The mechanical figures sever their limbs and hold them up high before bashing them into one another, smashing them into pieces. Mechanoids know no fatigue, no hesitation, neither questioning their purpose nor defying orders. Mechanoids will always remain the same, never changing. Mechanoids are the only path to our mournful salvation. 1,000 failures mean 10,000 more experiments. Time matters not for the deceased or mechanoids. Only when victory is decided will humanity awake from its cryogenic slumber. Even if it takes countless millennia, even if Earth undergoes unfathomable changes, As before, humanity will always reign supreme in this world. It was for this reason that the Mechanoid War began. It is for this reason that the Mechanoid War does not end. Under the grey sky beyond sunlight, the Mechanoid War continues. When did it start, and how many battles have been fought? The Mechanoids do not care. For them, life is merely to live, die, repeat. Occasionally there will be small exceptions. However, these exceptions do little to change this hopeless cycle. Alas, they live, die, repeat. Everything is but small, isolated fragments, fated to happen, unbeknownst to the cycle as a whole. That's a lot of physiolove. I can't. That was too much story at once. Anyway, this seems to be a mode with a lot of story. And a huge amount of rewards. Oh no, Alpha's in here, I'm sorry. Alpha's, God. A2, not Alpha, my god. She's in here. Not in the farming store, I'm sorry. But now I know that as well. Interesting. We are not going to do that now. Oh yeah, the Frozen rerun will start during the anniversary, if I remember correctly. And this mode will start later. Is it this week? No, next week, I guess. But yeah, that's it for now. Now it's time to wait until we can pull for the 2B and or A2 if you want to level her up more than the free version you will get. But yeah, that's it for now. Thank you for watching.